Receiving incoming transmission.
Hey everybody, it's this guy here for the tch'n Report. I've got another update on the situation in Venezuela. Things just keep getting hotter and hotter every day. This is an explosive event. A big history moment, I think, is being made right now with the U.S. failing in its attempted coup to overthrow the elected government of Maduro. So I figured out what Guaido's wife was doing in the United States. I'm not really sure why she visited the White House, but she was given the keys to the city of Miami. Incredible. So we've got Guaido was given a travel ban because he left the country against the court orders. And this guy could be facing 30 years. This judge is saying he's a person hiding from justice. What happens with runaways who are re-entering the country and are found by the authorities? They must be caught and sent to prison. He may face up to 30 years. And let me tell you what, this guy is scared. He knows that this could actually happen. So the next thing we've got is Venezuelan government has barred him from running for office for 15 years because he can't account for $94,000 on his income tax that he's all of a sudden just found. The Supreme Court has also stripped him of his immunity. This is what's going to open the door for this guy's arrest. What he is doing, oh my God. I couldn't imagine what would happen to somebody trying to do this in the United States. But we've got people in this country, politicians, supporting what this guy is doing. So it kind of sounds like the population could rise up and take their government back, and these people would just say, okay, you can have it. So remember I told you about the armed troops in Colombia that were going to try to, quote, invade Venezuela, and I don't think that they've actually gone away. I think this is part of Guaido's, quote, tactical action, and in a tweet, he has actually put a date on this. It's going to happen April 6th, but there's some really interesting information because this tactical action relies on an organization called Aid for Freedom Committees, and he actually tweeted out that the committee's planned civilian freedom cells are set up across Venezuela with the help of opposition lawmakers in recent weeks will supposedly rise up when he gives the order. That right there is treason. You're going to go to jail. There's no way around that, buddy. So we've got a bit of breaking news. Russia has just installed helicopter training center in Venezuela. They're going to train the Venezuelan military how to operate Russian helicopters. And Caracas state-run, and they're going to do this with Caracas' state-run Cavam firearms manufacturer. The center was inaugurated on Thursday, the same day that President Trump warned the Russians to get out of Venezuela and that all options are, quote, open. We got Elliot Abrams saying that they believe the teams were flown in to repair Soviet-era S-300 missile systems that they had just sent in, thinking that they were knocked out by a series of blackouts. But these missile systems are not going to be connected to the electrical infrastructure of the country. There's no reason for that. These are self-contained units. But he added that the U.S. was watching closely to see what the Russians did, saying that we have options, and it would be a mistake for the Russians to think they have a free hand. I guess I'm really surprised at the arrogance of my country. I am just shocked that these guys are running around demanding others to do what we won't do ourselves. So these Russian-made simulators will allow the local pilots to practice flying helicopters that Moscow has supplied. These include the military Mi-35M Hind, a gunship known in Russia as the Flying Tank because its durability under fire, the Mi-26T heavy transport helicopter, and the Mi-17 V5, a transport helicopter that can be equipped with machine guns and rockets and stuff. they're also going to supply a flight simulator for the Russian-made Su-30 Mk2 fighter plane. Another big thing to add to it is that they're going to open a factory to produce Kalashnikov assault rifles in Venezuela. This is not going to go the way the United States thinks. Russia has already supplied fighter jets, tanks, and air defense systems to Venezuela and has dismissed U.S. criticism of its military cooperation with Caracas, saying it is not interfering in the Latin American country's internal affairs and poses no threat to regional stability. And all we can say is Russia has to get out. Incredible. So I'm glad I got this done really fast. I want to get back to what I was doing, but I wanted to get you guys the bullet headlines about what's going on here, because Russia is at our back door. Good or bad, I think it's good for the Venezuelans. I think it's bad for the paranoid military that's running this country. I think Bolton is just flipping out hair on fire, this guy. So I'll keep you up to date if I find out any more information. Make sure you subscribe, hit that bell, get yourself notified. Again, I hate to keep saying this, but I promise I do got some awesome videos planned for the very near future. I'm almost done with this 5G intro one, and should be pretty alarming to you guys. For the Bitchin' Report, I'm this guy here, bringing you the information you need to be an informed human being. Stay safe, everybody.